Hi, welcome to our channel Programming a Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin. Unlock the power of getting things done. The hidden struggle of modern life. Every day, people wake up with a sense of urgency. Their phones buzz with reminders. Their inboxes are filled with requests. Their minds overflow with scattered thoughts. Some people start their day with enthusiasm only to lose focus halfway through, while others carry a quiet heaviness because they feel they are always behind. The truth is not that people are lazy or incapable, but that the world has become full of noise and endless choices. Without a system, even the most motivated person will drown in chaos. Unlocking the power of getting things done is not about becoming a machine that works nonstop. It is about creating order so that the mind can rest and act with purpose. Once this balance is found, productivity stops being stressful and starts becoming natural. Why the mind needs a system. The mind is a beautiful tool for ideas, but it is a terrible container for tasks. When you try to remember every bill to pay, every message to reply, every project deadline, and every personal goal, your brain becomes overloaded. This overload creates stress because your mind keeps whispering that something important is being forgotten. Consider many people write down vague reminders like fix car or prepare report and then feel stuck when they see the note. Clarifying means asking what exactly needs to be done. If the note says fix car, the real task may be call the mechanic for appointment. If the note says prepare report, the next action may be open laptop and outline key points. Clarification removes confusion and creates action steps that are simple and clear. Think of a traveler with a suitcase filled with tangled clothes. At first glance, it looks impossible to manage. But once each item is folded neatly, the suitcase suddenly feels manageable. Life tasks are like that suitcase. Once you clarify them, they lose their weight. Lisa, a busy mother, used to get paralyzed when she saw her long list of tasks. When she learned to clarify, she transformed vague notes into specific actions. Instead of bake cake, she wrote by flour and sugar today. This shift gave her energy and focus because every task became doable. Organizing into trusted categories. Once tasks are clear, they need to be placed into categories that make sense. Some tasks belong in a calendar because they are tied to a specific date or time. Others belong in a list of next actions that can be done anytime. Larger projects need their own space where progress can be tracked step by step. Without organization, even the most detailed list becomes overwhelming. Imagine a library with thousands of books thrown randomly on the floor. Even if every book is valuable, chaos makes it useless. Now imagine the same library with books arranged by subject and author. Suddenly knowledge becomes accessible. In the same way, tasks need to be sorted into places where they can be easily found and acted on. John, a manager, once kept all his tasks in one giant list. Each time he looked at it, he froze because the mix of deadlines, projects, and small chores felt like a mountain. Once he began organizing by categories like calls to make, errands to run, and meetings scheduled, his mountain turned into small hills. He no longer felt crushed because he knew where everything belonged. Reviewing to stay on track. Organization alone is not enough. Life is always changing, and without regular reviews, systems fall apart. A weekly review becomes a ritual that keeps everything fresh and trustworthy. During this time, you look over your lists, update progress, clear out old tasks, and plan for the week ahead. Think of it as cleaning a garden. Without care, weeds grow and choke the plants. But with steady attention, the garden flourishes. Emily, a teacher, once felt that her task list was constantly outdated. She captured and organized but forgot to review. As a result, her system lost power and she returned to stress. Once she built the habit of sitting down every Sunday evening to review her commitments, she regained control. Her week started with clarity instead of confusion. The review is the glue that keeps the system alive. Choosing the right task at the right time. The final step is engaging. This means choosing what to do at any given moment. With a trusted system, This choice becomes easier because you are no longer making decisions in chaos. You can ask simple questions. What can I do with the time and energy I have now? What is most important in this moment? What is due soon? This way of engaging prevents procrastination because you are not overwhelmed by endless options. Imagine standing in a kitchen with ingredients scattered everywhere and no recipe. You may feel stuck and decide not to cook at all. Now imagine the same kitchen with a recipe card in front of you and the ingredients neatly prepared. Cooking becomes natural. The same is true with life tasks. Once you know exactly what to do next, action flows. The freedom of a clear mind. The deeper power of getting things done is not just efficiency. It is freedom. When your mind is clear, you experience calm. You can be present with family without worrying about forgotten tasks. You can work with focus instead of distraction. You can rest at night without replaying endless reminders in your head. A man named Robert once shared that after adopting this way of living, he felt a joy he had not known for years. He no longer dreaded Mondays because his work no longer felt like an enemy. His mind was free to dream and create, knowing that his system carried the weight of remembering. This freedom is the hidden treasure behind productivity. Stories of transformation. People from all walks of life have unlocked this power. A college student who once missed assignments became one of the top performers in her class. A small business owner who used to forget client calls built a reputation for reliability. A mother of three who always felt scattered found peace in balancing family and personal goals. Their lives did not change because they worked harder, but because they worked smarter with a trusted system. Each story shows that no matter how overwhelming life feels, there's a path to calm and control. Building momentum with small wins. One of the secrets to staying consistent is to celebrate small wins. You do not need to organize your entire life in one day. Start by capturing everything for one area, such as work projects or household chores. Once you feel the relief of a clear head, you will naturally want to expand. Every small victory builds momentum. Think of learning to play an instrument. At first you may struggle with basic notes, but with practice, each note becomes smoother. Soon you play full songs. Organization works the same way. Start small, build gradually, and the results will compound. Living a life of purpose. In the end, unlocking the power of getting things done is not only about managing tasks. It is about living a life of purpose. When distractions and forgotten duties no longer rule your days, you create space for what truly matters. You can spend more time with loved ones, pursue passions, and grow in ways that once felt impossible. The mind becomes a clear sky instead of a storm. And with this clarity, life feels lighter and more meaningful. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.